Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com with a clip from our monthly jobs-driven networking group, which meets in Wheaton, Illinois every third Thursday. Let's take a look.
It's funny when Paul and I, first of all, you're not a headhunter, you're a heart hunter. Paul is probably one, as you all know, one of the most ethical people I know. And whenever I would send someone, I would mention some of your names, and some of you in this room I have sent to Paul, knowing that he would treat you with respect and dignity. And when this job search gets you down, you need someone like Paul in your camp. So you're not a headhunter, you're a heart hunter. You cannot have joy and negativity in the room at the same time, and I got here first. And that's the first thing that I have learned, truly, is that people flock to people who have energy, who have good vibes. Think of his last party that you went to, or a last networking event, like Poise for Success where Jackie volunteers, or at Tom's meetings. Anybody who's positive, you'll see people around them because they want that. Negativity, you can, read it in the newspaper, you can go, pity parties. There's no room for it. I have found in job clubs, and I'm sure you have found this as well, that when you're in a group, and even though no one in the room has given you a contact, and you have given 4 or 5 leads or 2 contacts, you feel better. But I know myself as a facilitator, the more somebody would try to help somebody else, the more I wanted to help somebody else, help that person. Be known as the person who helps people. So if you take nothing away from this today, take away the fact that you're the person that someone's going to call if they need help. Because then, how is it like the last person that helped you? How do you feel about that person? What do you want to do for that person? You want to help them back. That's exactly right. I think it was Dan Dooley, who's no relation, said that your best competitor is your best ally. If you call somebody up, you're both, and knowing that that person's also going to be applying for that same job, and you say, hey Ryan, I know this, this job over here. I know we're probably going to be in it together, so I thought I'd give you a heads up. Maybe you could get there. The 2 of us could get there first. Best man win. And then you get the job. Who are you going to try and help? It's amazing, because they're going to find out about it anyway. You might as well help them find out about it, and then they like you better. Networking is 80% of how you get your job. We all know that. But I recommend that you do it all. Do it in increments. If I had one man who said, I've only gotten my job, he was in IT, only got my job from the boards. And I said, the last 3 jobs. I said, well, you know what? Then do 80% of your time on that instead of the networking. And then just come network with us when you get in your company and tell us who's there. But seriously, if that's the way that you've been getting your job, then 80% of your time, do it. But you will be in the minority, because networking is the way to go. And networking, at a networking meeting like this, it doesn't help if you just come to the meeting and learn wonderful things, because you will. You have to take another step. You have to be your own network, kind of like a spider in a web. You want to bring this person in, this person, like on my LinkedIn. I join with people who I know, you're going to say this is probably not smart. I have no idea who they are, but they're at companies that I know people who want to be in that company. So it's all about building a bigger web. This is huge. Number 3, put a star. You need to let people know how they can help you. Just coming here and saying, I'm in accounting, doesn't help me. I need to know how to help you. And by the way, I have said this, how many years have I been doing this? Never mind, number of years. If you can go to your Thanksgiving gala family event and ask people to tell you exactly what you do, and they can tell you exactly what you do, I will buy you lunch. Not Thanksgiving Day, but seriously, I'm serious. And you know, I've done this for how many years? One person, when we were speaking for Women for Hire down in the city of Chicago, she called me up. She lived in Dayton, Ohio. And I said, okay, this is a trick. So I sent her a Panera card. I didn't, you know, but she's the only one in 20-some years. So you think people know what you do, and they kind of know what you do. But you're really, really missing a big component. Make it simple. You know, you're not a high financial, I'm an accountant, period. You know. So they at least get, you know. Then the next step is targets. Tell people the kinds of places in which you would like to work. I know people say, I'm open, you know. Yes, we're all open till we die. But that doesn't help me. If you know, Douglas, if you said to me, you know, I'll work anywhere. And I'll say, okay, how about Molex? Well, that has nothing to do with what I do. I mean, help me help you. I sent somebody over to, I had, my contact called me up and said, Joy, I couldn't possibly not hire her. Her name was Monica. She knew when she came in here exactly what she could do for this company and in what department, in what division it made most sense. So all I did, you know, was call so-and-so and introduce her, and she got hired. You have to help, you know, like someone will pigeonhole you. Katie and I were talking about this. Yes, you can do sales. Yes, you can do customer service. Yes, you can. But what is it that you want to do and help them help you? Then they'll say, oh, well, how about, you know, sales? Thank you for that. But you know what? I'll bring that with me, but what I really want to do is da-da-da. So help people help you. And then, don't forget the words, how can I help you? How many of you in here are an introvert? The difference between an introvert and an extrovert is that an extrovert gets their energy from other people. When you are in your job search, you need to know what it is, which of those you are, because you will do it differently. One is not better than the other, but introverts actually, Paul, I don't know how you feel about this, but I do think introverts can do a job search better. Like an extrovert will work a room. We'll go in there and talk to everybody and really like everybody. But then when you go, how many people have I found out, if indeed they are married? Do they have children? Do they work part-time? I mean, an introvert, know that you will do 3, maybe 4 really strong connections. But those strong connections will be your lifeline. So know that. Extroverts, you have to stop being groupies. You know, going to Jim's, going to Paul's, going to mine. Good, wonderful. But you have to then kind of pull it in and be an introvert as far as making those strong connections. Hire a higher power. It's so much easier not to go it alone. I mean, why fight the fact that you don't have to, I don't care whom it is you pray to, whether it's a he, a she, where they are, who they are. It's just so much easier to know that you don't have to be in control of everything. Just give it over. Just try it. I'm not saying you have to go to church and I'll be checking in on you. Just think about that. It's just comforting. Take some time each day to be quiet. I have to read that to myself every day. But schedule in some time, seriously, to be silent. And it's amazing what you will hear. Sometimes people will say, well, I have no idea. I was perfect for that job. I was perfect. Why didn't I get it? I don't know, but it wasn't where you're supposed to be at that time. That's all I can say. I've done this. The good thing about doing it for so long and being old is you have a little bit of wisdom. You look back and say, I don't know, but it worked 3,000 times over here, so it's going to work. Okay, sometimes we get in our own way. Yes. Self-talk. Yes. What do you hear when you're in your basement and on your computer? All you hear is, I didn't get that job. I didn't get that job. Why, there must be something wrong with me. No, there were 17 other people that were, and you weren't the brother-in-law of the person who was, hiring. That's all. You just keep going. So you need to get out of the house every single day. Out of the house every single day. Read your resume. When you get up in the morning, you think, ooh. I remember I found something, a plaque someone had given me. I thought, oh, I forgot I did that. You forget. You're so wonderful. You forget all those things. You have to write them down and look at them and read them. Oh, that's my favorite. Some people make more than a career out of their work. They make a difference. That's what I want you to be able to project, your wow factor. What is it that you contribute, that you do, that will make a difference? Now, I know some people say, I don't want to work in a nonprofit. You don't have to work in a nonprofit. Paul makes a difference every single day, and he's making money. Are you making money, Paul? He makes a difference in how he treats people. You don't have to be in a nonprofit if you don't want to be in a nonprofit, but wherever you are, make a difference. It could be something, someone just said that this other person used to smile and say hello to them every single day, and they thought, this person can't be that happy. There's something wrong. They want to get to know the person. You make a difference just by being whomever it is that you are. Because I will end with this. We cannot help everyone, but everyone can help someone.
I hope that was helpful for you, and please check out the rest of our YouTube channel for more tips and strategies to help you with your job search. Just look for Speed Up My Job Search, all one word, or use the link on your screen now. Now, if you'd like to join us at our next meeting, just go to drivestaff.com/JDNG for details. Each month we cover a different aspect of networking to help you sharpen your networking skills and to help you build your network with the other attendees. Now, if the location or the time doesn't work for you, we do have an online version available as well, and you can still network with us in our online private member forum. I'd love to meet you at the next one, so I hope you can make it. Thanks for watching.